Bell to Garcia, off the deflection, Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner, here comes a head of the jam, counted for two. Field, adios, and the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Left, that is gone!
Rob for Perez, that's my play, off the backboard, counted, and a win! And a win! Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts, and why not?
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the second half of our doubleheader. Victoria East taking on hosting Corpus Christi King. We saw Moody defeat Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial 16-10 in the early game. And this one here, scheduled for noon, but the first game running a little bit longer. And we're here, it's about 12:37. We're going to have the national anthem here played, and then we're going to have the start of this one. So we're going to have the national anthem played, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it here, and we'll be back.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, top of the first inning, leading off here for Victoria East is going to be Kelsey Pettis versus Gabby Garcia in the circle, and this first pitch comes in for ball number 1. So due up here is Kelsey Perez, Brooke Escalona, and Anazia Wallace. So that one comes in for strike number 1. 1-1 to count. This one comes in a little high for ball number 2. And here's the pitch. This one comes in high. It's going to be ball number 3. So 3-1 to count here for Kelsey Perez. This one inside, and it's going to be ball 4. So Perez is going to get walked. So show reach based on balls here. And Escalona coming to bat. Runner on. Nobody out here for Escalona. And this pitch comes in here for ball number 1. This one comes in a little inside. That's going to be called strike 1. So 1-1 to count here for Escalona. And here's the pitch, and Escalona lays down the bunt. She's on her way to first. Throw's not there. She'll reach on an error. And there's going to be a runner coming in. And Victoria East on the board there off the error. And just like that, it's 1-0. Victoria East with the runner on second, nobody out. And here comes Wallace. So Kelsey Perez comes across for that first run. Anazia Wallace at the plate now, and it's a 2-0 count. The runner on second, and Wallace. She's also going to reach on an error. So runners at the corner now, nobody out. 2 errors to start things here for King. We're going to see that, go back and see that first error. Here's the bunt. Just lay down really nicely, and then here's a throw to first, and that just goes over. And allows a runner to come in. And here's the first pitch that gets away. It's going to be called hit by pitch by Tal Evans. And she's gonna load the bases here. And here comes Gabby Gomez now. So 1-0 lead for Victoria East. Bases loaded. Gomez at the plate. One to know the count. And Gomez sends it over there to the wall. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs going to score. And RBI double. So just like that, it's 3-0. Let's go to that replay. And she hits it way out there. And a couple of runners come in there for Gomez on a stand-up 2 RBI double. So number 8, Madison Lemons. Comes up. Runners at second and third for Lemons. Nobody out. 3-0 lead for Victoria East. And Lemons pops this one up, and it's going to fall between the second baseman and the outfielder, and run's going to score. So runners at the corner, nobody out. It's a 4-0 lead here for Victoria. And here's Chavez. So 0-1 to count here. So this ball gets away from the catcher. So they come in for ball number 1. Runners at the corner. Well, second and third now. And right up to the pitcher, and it bounces off the pitcher's leg. Another RBI single here. And runners are at the corner now. Nobody out. It's a 5-run game. So Brandy Moncrief on now for Victoria East. And this ball comes in for strike number 2. And this one right up the middle, and the infielders having a little trouble there. And that one just gets past the pitcher, and another run's going to score, and that's going to be Lemons coming across. And up to bat is Mariah Steen. That's a 6-0 lead here for Victoria East early on. And Steen puts down a bunt. And the throw is the first, not in time, and it's going to go past. So she's going to get the bunt, and then she's going to advance on the error. Chavez is going to be in, as well as Moncrief. And we're we're back to the top of the lineup here, and here's Spedis, who's going to pop this one up, and she's going to get a base hit. And another runner's going to score. And that's going to be Steen. And it's a 9-0 lead here with a runner at first. Here's Escalona. And Escalona is going to hit this one into right center field and stand up double. And here comes Wallace. Reached on an error the last time up. And this one comes in a little high for ball number 1. And it's a 9-0 Victoria East lead here. 9 runs on 6 hits. And Wallace sends this one up, and she flies out, and there's going to be a base on an error. And 1 run's going to come in. And it's a 10-0 lead here. Runners at second and third. So Bettis has come across the score twice here. The first and the 10th run. This one comes in a little low, and the runner comes in on the pass ball. And it's 11-0 here. 2-1 the count for Evans, who's at the plate now. Actually 1-1, swing and a miss there for strike number 2. So there's a runner on third. One on, nobody out here for Evans. Evans reached on a hit by pitch last time. And she's going to get there again. So that's going to put runners at the corner.
Number 17, Debbie Gomez.
And here comes Gomez. An RBI double. 2 RBI double last time. She hit it deep to right center. And there's going to be a meeting in the circle for Corpus Christi King. So while the Lady Mustangs talk about it, we'll step away. Lady Warriors up 11-0. I mean the Lady Titans, excuse me. Wrong school, Victoria. I apologize for that. Victoria East, Lady Titans lead 11-0. And we'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
See the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the first, no outs. Runner at the corner. Gabby Gomez in to face Frankie Estrada, the new pitcher in for Corpus Christi King. And that's her first pitch is a strike. So 0-1 the count here for Gomez. 2 RBI double to deep right center field. Last time she was up, scored a couple of runners in. Brought in Escalona and Wallace. And another hit by pitch is going to put Gomez on base. So base is juice now. And here comes Lemons, who smacked an RBI single last time to bring in Evans. This one comes in a little high for ball number 1. So bases loaded, no outs here. 11-0 lead here for for Victoria East. Lady Titans up. This ball comes in outside for ball number 2. Swing and a miss there for Lemons for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Here's a pitch from Estrada. This one comes in a little high for ball number 3. And a swing and a miss there for Lemons. Full count here. And Lemons puts this one in play right past the glove of the shortstop. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for Lemons. And the lead's 13-0. And here comes Chavez. With runners on first and second now. So there's 2 outs there on that play. The force out and the out, the 5-3. So here's Moncrief. Moncrief last time RBI single. And Moncrief is going to send this one foul over the fence to about 200 feet. So 1-1 to count here. And swing and a miss there for Moncrief for strike number 2. This pitch comes in low for ball number 2. So 2-2 the count, 2 outs. 13-0 lead here. For Victoria East over Corpus Christi King. And this one put in play past the third baseman. It's going to be an RBI single. For Moncrief as Lemons comes in. Make it 14-0. And here comes Steen, who put down a bunt last time out, and an error put Moncrief in last time. And she's going to pick up a base hit here, put runners on first and second. And back up to the top of the lineup. This is Bettis' third time up. She got walked to open things up, and she got a single, and then she's going to reach now and hit by pitch to load the bases. Here's Escalona. And this pitch comes in. Called strike number 1. So 0-1 to count. This one comes in low for ball 1. Escalona's third time up. First time reached on an error on the throw to first, and then a double for her. This one comes in as a pass ball. Everybody's staying home on base here. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The count here. This one low and outside, and that one's going to be called strike 2. Count even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And swing and a miss for the third out here. So there was 14 runs on 9 hits. There was 4 errors. And there was 3 left on base for Victoria East in that top of the first inning. And right to the bottom of the first, Corpus Christi King due up. They trail 14-0. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Sports Live. I'm Mark Molina. Bottom of the first inning, leading off for Corpus Christi King. Sydney Barmore taking on Victoria East's Eva Gonzalez, who's in the circle here. Victoria East putting up 14 runs on 9 hits. There was 4 defensive errors for Corpus Christi King. Rough start for the Lady Mustangs, and let's see how they respond in the bottom of the first inning. And here's the pitch, and it's going to be strike number 1. And they're going to call strike 2 there on Barmore. And this pitch comes in for ball number 1 from Eva Gonzalez. And this one comes in low to even things up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one comes in low for ball number 3. So full count here for the leadoff batter, Sydney Barmore. And Barmore puts this one in play, and she's going to fly out here for out number 1. And here comes Brooke Montes. Second batter in the rotation. And here's a pitch. This one comes in a little bit outside for ball number 1. And Montes is going to foul this one off. Or strike number 1. Windy day. It's been a lot windy last couple of days. Yesterday there was quite a bit of wind. This one too is the wind's coming in from the north. It looks like it's from the flags in the outfield. Flying right now, pointed south. And this one's going to be fouled off, so 1-2 the count for Brooke Montes. And swing and a miss, and down goes Montes for out number 2.
Number 13, Mercedes Salinas.
And here comes Mercedes Salinas. Third batter in the rotation here for Corpus Christi King. Nobody on, 2 outs. And first pitch comes in. Strike as Salinas swings and misses there. 0-1 the count now. And this pitch comes in a little low for ball number 1. 1-1. And swing and a miss for strike number 2. 1-2 the count here. Gonzalez set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And down goes Salinas looking for strike number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Corpus Christi King. And the bottom of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We're headed to the second inning. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Leading off for the Titans is going to be number 12, Wallace, here in the top of the second inning. Last time up for Wallace, she reached first on an error in the outfield. And this ball comes in for strike number 1. And this pitch comes in outside. Evens up the count at 1. For Anazia Wallace. Wallace has reached base on a couple of errors, and she scored a couple of runs, crossing the plate twice, and this is strike number 2. So 1-2 the count here. Estrada ahead. 1 balls, 2 strikes. And Wallace fouls this one off. Past third base. It's going to be 1-2. The count's going to stay. And Wallace right to the pitcher. Nice play, and that's going to be out number 1. Good heads up there by Estrada. And up next is Tal Evans. Evans has been hit by pitch twice. She's reached. So she's been on. And she has also scored a couple of runs. So this pitch comes in. It's going to be called strike number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. 0-1 the count here for Evans. And swing and a miss there for Evans for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count now. And this pitch comes in outside. Count moves to 1-2. And this one hits the glove of the third baseman, and Evans is going to reach. She'll get out on the single there. So 1 on, 1 out here for Gomez. Gomez hit by pitch and a 2 RBI double, her first 2 times out. 20 batters faced in the first inning. And Gomez is going to foul this one off past the third base line, or right up it, for strike number 1. Leadoff hitter Kelsey Pettis in that first inning batted 3 times. So 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Gomez gets a piece of that one. And that one's going to go foul. So 0-2 the count here. So the count 0-2 here for Gomez. And Gomez makes contact, goes over to the shortstop, and she's going to reach base as the shortstop bobbles that one a little bit. So she's going to reach on an error. She's going to put runners on first and second. And here's Lemons. And Lemons swings at that one. And she'll miss. For strike 1. 0-1 to count. 1 out here. Top of the second inning. 14-0 lead for Victoria East. Madison Lemons, last time she was on, 2 RBI single. And this is going to go foul for Lemons. So Lemons 2 for 2, 3 RBIs on the day. First time up in the first inning. RBI single to bring in Evans, and the second time around, a 2 RBI single to bring in Evans and Wallace. And she's going to foul this one off. So 0-2 is the count, so it's going to stay. And Lemons puts this one in play. Past the glove of the shortstop. She's going to load the bases. So Lemons is 3 for 3 here. She's going to get credit with a hit. 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Good day so far for Lemons. And here's Chavez. Ground out 5-3 in the last time. It was a part of a double play. There was a force out and then the 5-3 ground out for her. And that one comes in for strike number 1. So 0-1 to count here for Chavez. Bases loaded, 1 out. And this one way inside. I believe that's going to be hit by pitch. And in comes Evans once again. So the lead's 15-0. Base is still loaded. Moncrief comes up to the plate. RBI single last time up. And Moncrief is going to have another. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. And a 2 RBI double. It's going to make it 17-0. Runners at second and third now. As she brings in Gomez and Lemons. And here's Steen up to bat now. Last time she came up, she recorded a single. And counts 0-1 here. Here's the 0-1 pitch for Steen, who gets a piece of that one, fouls it off for strike number 2. And this one comes in, ball outside for ball number 1. So 1-2 the count for Steen. Steen reached on an error the first time out via bunt. And then the second time out, she recorded a single. And they're going to call that a foul ball. And Steen was looking back at the umpire, thinking she got hit, but she'll stay at the plate here, and next couple of swings, steps back in the batter's box. She's ready to go. 1-2 the count here. Here's a pitch. Steen pops this one up, fouls it off. Count's going to stay at 1-2. And Steen's going to pop this one up, and it's going to fall in the left field gap. And a run's going to score. So runners at first and second now. And that was Chavez coming in to score, so. And we're at the top of the lineup, and Pettis, once again, hit by pitch. Here comes Escalona. Now the base is loaded, and we're going to have a meeting, and it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher in here for the King Lady Mustangs. And coming in now, it looks like, to pitch, Gabby Garcia is going to come back in. So while she takes some warm-up pitches, we're going to come back. 1 out, bases loaded here in the top of the second inning. And Victoria leads 18-0. We'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Garcia back in. She's taking on Escalona. She delivers a strike here on the first pitch. And this one comes in for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. Bases loaded, 1 out here. And this one right up the middle for Escalon, who's going to score an RBI single. And it's going to be 19-0 as Moncrief comes across. And Wallace sends this one over the left field wall for a grand slam. And the lead's 23-0. So Evans comes up. And she puts up a single. So runner on first.
17, Gabby Gomez.
And Gomez right up the middle. And the hits keep on coming for Victoria East. And there's 2 on, 1 out here. Tatiana Rocha comes to the plate. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Count 1-0 here for Rocha. And Rocha swings and misses there, evens up the count at 1-1. And this one comes in for ball number 2. 2-1 the count here for Rocha. And this pitch comes in outside for ball number 3. This pitch comes in for ball number 4, so bases loaded once again. And here comes Chavez. Last time up, she was hit by pitch to bring in a run. Chavez going to drop this one in the center field gap. So runners at first and second now, and this one up the middle for Chavez, and Chavez is going to load the bases once again. There was a second out a moment ago on that hit to center. I believe somebody was off the bag, I believe. So bases loaded, 2 outs here. And swing and a miss. Strike 1. And up to bat now is Moncrief. Swing and a miss for Moncrief. And she overthrows Gomez. Now they're going to call the out there. And that's going to be the end of this inning. So 9 more runs come in on 8 hits.
Your complete care is our priority.
There was 1 error, 3 left on base. Rather, 2 left on base. So we're headed to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 23-0 lead for Victoria East over Corpus Christi King. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the second inning. 4-5-6 due up here for Corpus Christi King. Rihanna Gepner going to get things going to lead off the bottom of the second inning.
Leading off your Mustangs, catcher number 14, Rihanna Gepner.
So Gonzalez in the circle, 2 strikeouts in the first inning. So Gepner in the circle, ready here. And this pitch comes in a little high for ball number 1. So 1-0 the count here for Gepner. This one comes in for strike number 1. So 1-1 the count. And this pitch comes in slow and for ball number 2. 2-1 the count here for Gepner. And Gepner sends it over to third, and the ground out on the nice throw from third is going to result in out number 1. So 5-3 ground out there. So 1 out. And up next is Gabby Garcia, the pitcher. And this pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. This one comes in low, and a swing and a miss from Garcia for strike number 2. Garcia gets a piece of this one, fouls it off behind her. It's going to stay 0-2 the count. This pitch comes in, ball number 1. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, this one low. Bounces into the turf for ball number 2. Evens up the count at 2. Nobody on, 1 out here for Gabby Garcia at the plate for Corpus Christi King. And Garcia fouls this one off past the home dugout. Count stays even. This one fouled off. Count stays full. And this pitch high and outside. And I got a full count here. And Garcia puts this one in play. And nice play made by the shortstop, and she's going to be saved. But the shortstop made a nice grab over there, and the throw wasn't in time. And Garcia's got a base hit here. So 1 on, 1 out. And here comes Lauren Salinas. This one comes in a little high. So we ball number 1. And another base hit as Salinas records a single. And 2 on here for Corpus Christi King. And here's Lauren Harper. Harper fouls this one out down the third base line. Strike number 1. This pitch comes in. And there's a rundown. And runner's safe at third. So runner's at the corner now. 1-1 the count for Harper. And Harper sends this one to the wall. And it's going to be an RBI double. Runners on second and third. And Garcia scores for Corpus Christi King. So runners at second and third. Here's Maya Gonzalez. This one moves foul, so it's going to be 0-2 the count here for Gonzalez. And swing and a miss, and Gonzalez goes down for out number 2. Janessa Ramos up to bat now. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. This pitch comes in low for ball number 1. And this one fouled off, evens up the count at 1-1. And this one's sent over to the second baseman, and that's going to be a 4-3 ground out. To end the inning, so 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and there was 2 left on base. So we're headed to the top of the 3rd here. We'll be back. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
One army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Moncrief leading off for Victoria East here in the top of the 3rd inning. Corpus Christi King puts a runner across in the bottom of the 2nd inning, make it a 23-1 game. Moncrief swings and misses there for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count. This pitch comes in here for ball number 2, so 2-2 the count. This pitch comes in inside for ball number 3, full count here for Brandy Moncrief. This one low, so it's going to be a walk as Moncrief is going to reach on a walk.
Number 5, Mariah Steen.
So Steen up to bat with 1 on. count's 1-1 after that foul by Mariah Steen. Steen fouls this one off. 1-2 the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Steen goes down swinging for out number 1. And here comes Lemons. One on, one out. This one inside for strike number 1. So the count 2-1. And this pitch low and outside for ball number 3. The count is 3-1. And Lemons over to the third baseman. And she's going to reach on the fielder's choice on the force out. So 2 outs, 1 on. And here's Brooke Escalona. Oh, 1 to count. Escalona gets all of this one and flies out to left field, and that's going to be it here. So no runs, no hits. There's no errors, and there's 1 left on base. Bottom of the 3rd inning here. Victoria East a couple of outs away from securing a victory here. Let's see if they can end it in 3. We'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 3rd inning here. Victoria East was a commanding 23-1 lead here. They put up 14 in the first, 9 in the second, none in the top of the third inning here, and top of the order for the Corpus Christi King Lady Mustangs. Sydney Barmore going to lead things off. She had a fly out for the first out in inning number 1.
Leading off your Mustangs, center fielder 11, Sydney Barmore.
And Barmore tries to lay the bunt down, and the throw to first is over the head of the first baseman. She's going to reach on an error and going to put one on here for Corpus Christi King. So Montes sends this one foul for strike number 1. Montes struck out last time she was up here. And Montes is going to ground out here for out number 1. Runner going to advance to third.
Play number 13, shortstop Mercedes Salinas.
And here comes Mercedes Salinas. And strike number 1 here. Owen won the count. And this pitch comes in. So the count at 1-1. And Salinas gets all of that one, flies out to center, sac fly. Gonna score Barmore.
Next is play number 14, Rihanna Gittner.
So 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 23-2 game, and here comes Gepner for Corpus Christi King. After a sac fly RBI by Salinas, brought in Sydney Barmore, so it's a back-to-back innings with runs here for the Lady Mustangs. And swing and a miss there for Gepner for strike number 1. And Barmore puts this one in play to the shortstop, and there's a throw, the 6-3 out, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to do it here. The final 23-2. 23 runs on 17 hits for the Victoria East Lady Titans, and they defeat the Corpus Christi King Lady Mustangs 23-2. And that's going to do it here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games in the books. Thank you for watching. Make sure to go follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Instagram as well. We don't go live, but Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube and Instagram as well. A lot of cool content there, players of the game and whatnot. Just make sure to go check us out. And give us a like, give us a follow. And give us a share and let everybody know that you were watching us, and let everybody know about us if you have friends that may not know. Watch us now, watch us later. And games go live and games stay up in our archives. Unless specified by like coaches. But make sure to go follow us on all our social medias. We are Real Sports Live, RIOSportsLive.com. And once again, it's a 23-2 victory for Victoria East. I'm Mark Molina, and thank you for watching, ladies and